Miami Hurricanes.
Yes. And so a lot, even with these rings here, certain editions will allow you to actually get the 101 physical. They do usually auction that one off, and so a lot of the ones that you do see for the lower price will be just you having the digital ring set on that. And so this one here, if you do, it's in the breakdown. It says unlockable content. You push that drop down bar and unlock, it will give you the specifics right there on with the lock.
With the lock. You know
It
my
says
eyes cannot
unlockable
see the lock.
content under bid
On the
history
bid.
about.
Come on, I was looking for the lock. Well, I was like, I don't see the lock. I'm trying to find the
Yeah,
lock.
so well, hold on.
My bad.
Yeah, oh no worries. And then you see the
In the
replica
lock.
ring, the physical championship ring, and who it was produced by, and then it also tells you the buttons. So just when you're looking at some of these, make sure you're paying attention. Don't go buy the $50 one and think that you're going to be entitled to the one-on-one ring. It will be the digital asset to the ring, but you won't
Replica.
actually get that one-of-one ring.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a replica. Don't be thinking we said you're gonna get no gold ring. We ain't say none of that. It's a rep. It's so don't just be real careful. But I think
Yeah,
they be
because
like,
they did not specify on what they were 12 karat gold wrapped with carat silver anything.
yeah.
So platinum, yeah, don't
And
be
these
over there.
infinity objects are always pretty cool. I think I showed you guys the one I have from the ferocious shoes. I mean, they're actually really cool when you look at them. Like, oh, that's actually they're really nice. So
Mhm.
again, that comes with this particular one. Like I said, this is not if you are not a Miami fan, this is not your project that you're gonna be buying. But we're
Mhm.
just trying to show you that there may be other teams that are gonna be coming out with items like this that you can pick up. It doesn't necessarily again have to be the ring or anything like that. Sometimes they have things for $50. If you want to have something from your team as an NFT, those are coming out more and more, like really literally like more and more at a time.
That's what
Okay. Oh, this one auction ended. What was that one? Okay, the highest bid was 6,100 for this one. That was for the 1991. I was just wondering what the price. Okay, so that one
the
sold for
last
6,100.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get an idea?
Yep. Give you an idea. All right, so that's that. Okay, let's keep moving on. Okay. Binance, I know we were talking about some things as far as, how some of these different companies like the Associated Press, they're coming out with NFTs on Binance. Again, we're going to say it, everybody's coming out with an NFT. So, but what I do like about Binance, they do Binance is one of the coins if for people who are in crypto, it's one of the coins that keeps that's doing very very good. If you do invested in Binance coin, you're doing very good, especially if you invested early on. But their marketplace, is definitely opening, and they're having more and more items, for you to purchase on this particular site. For us, most of the time, we use a lot of OpenSea, which uses Ethereum most of the time, but being on Binance also is another way of you guys being able to find some projects. It's going to take some time as far as again researching those projects, but sometimes they do have some very very good things that come out on their platform. Some very good things. So so you see the prices. These are some of the prices of some of the items that they do currently have already over here for sale. All right.
That sounds good. Like you say, checking out different finance and the poly. Everyone has their own platform. But if you
Mm-hmm.
come in and you're early and you like some of these things, it's the time to pick them up now, or even knowing what they came out on to see if you want to pick those up too. So come over there and make sure you also do some research to knowing where the market is on those items, just like you would do with any other thing that you do research.
Yeah. Good stuff there. Really good. All right. Go ahead, Jessica.
Oh, NFTs of empowered women aim to drive female engagement in crypto. And so there are female artists and a lot of stuff doing a lot of things in background. And they're trying to make sure they know that they're there a lot too. But it seems like a lot of the men and their projects have also been getting pushed. But a lot of the women have their own projects like Women, World of Women. There's Encryptus. There's people doing a lot of projects for charity and fundraisers. And so they're starting to pour in money and to invest into projects that women are actually out there doing into the crypto. It's no different in crypto. A lot of men are doing the things, and the women are doing just as much, but they may not even get just the credit for it. And they're usually even behind a lot of those projects for the men pushing
Yep.
it for them, and so they do need their shine as well. And so you will see a lot of women that are going to be stepping out into this
Yeah.
space. Um, definitely collabing. It'd be great if we start seeing some more collaborations with the females in the industry, and you do see that. And so we're also going to be going over, I know we said before, some of the projects that are out there that are currently going, but it is a space that definitely women are in, and they want to make sure that they know that we're in it just as much as the men, and if not, we're definitely behind them, if not pushing a lot of their their stuff as well. So yeah, so this
I
article
think we have to, there's too much. One, we too doggone powerful. let's just say it when it. But as women, I think we need to like start stepping up to the to the plate. As far as not being afraid to say, hey, you know what, I am in crypto, and it's not again as far as not to say that everything about crypto, but I know enough to make some money. And so I think when you're in this space, and I think a lot of people, it's not just women, but it's even some quite a few men too, who, because NFTs are just so new, there's that fear of like, am I doing it right? Is it the wrong way? No one really, as we're going, you're still learning. And so, but being willing to take the step out and say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna put myself out there, and try to figure, and get some guidance. I'm not saying just go out there and blindly or anything like that. But there are definitely some people in the space who are willing to share with you the knowledge and information as far as how this space works. And it's no different than your doggone corporate job. There are some people out there who are going to cut your throat just like people at your job. Okay, and there's some people who don't want to see you succeed just like at your job. And so either you can stay at that job and still be happy, or you can figure out this NFT space and start making your own money. Because a lot of us are very gifted and talented. With things that we can create, whether it's drawing and so forth, or designing certain things. Start figuring it out. There's too much money to be made, and like I said, I'm not even harping on just the money aspect, but you got to eat, and you do need lights, and you do need water, and you do need heat, so that you need money. So don't be scared. We're like, I can't get in there NFT thing because it's scary. Scary or what? I don't care. I'm scared sometimes too. And you imagine buying some of the stuff I buy or some stuff me and Jessica buy. We spend how much money on that?
Yeah.
I was on the phone.
That part.
Yeah,
you're like, what did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain that one.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, baby, baby.
Oh man.
But this stuff, it's again, sometimes when you've done, and like for us, like I said, not to say, hey, well, will I go in and spend something that costs me, let's say 20,000, 50,000, whatever that number is going to be. If I've done my research on it, okay, I have to be willing to pull the trigger, because sometimes if you're afraid to pull the trigger in the NFT space, you're gonna miss a lot of deals. You literally will miss a lot of deals. And like I said, I'll share with my fear was like there was one that was almost, I think it was when I spotted it was like it was about $100,000, and I was like, I don't even know how I can even explain this to my husband that I want to buy an NFT that costs this kind of money. Let's just be real honest. He'd be like, sell your Bored Ape. Oh, the Bored Ape can't go nowhere, baby. The Bored Ape can't go anywhere. I'm like, I can't sell the Bored Ape, and he like, no. But he like, but just when originally, when you think about it, so many times I think we talked to you guys even as far as trying to if you have family who's doing the same thing as you. Doing something that's $100,000 is less of a risk if it's 4 or 5 of you. It's like 4 of you, that's $25,000 a piece. Yeah, and I'm not saying that's not any money, so don't take it like that either. But it's not risky. You're not risking that $100,000. But had we pulled the trigger on it, the thing went from 100,000 to the next time I looked at it, it was at 220,000. To the next time I looked at it, it was like 400 or 500,000. Then it went to 800,000, and I was like, and this is in like less than like wasn't even a month. I don't think it was a month. This thing had moved that fast. Now, granted, it has dropped back down to I think $300,000 or $400,000, but still, that's a $200,000 swing on one NFT. Granted,
it could have went reversed too.
It could have reversed. It very well could have reversed. Yeah. So this is the good side of it.
Risk.
It's a calculated risk. And so there's a lot, when you're looking at things in the NFT space. And like I said, and that's why for me and for both of us, we spend a lot of time, looking and to learning about YouTubes and things that other people are investing in, and trying to get as much research and trying to find the same people that are doing great projects. Because when it is time to pull the trigger on something that's higher, you have to be willing to pull the trigger or otherwise you're going to stay on the sideline for a long time. So it's a calculated risk, but that was one. But just thought I would share that with you. But women, let's keep doing some things. We need to definitely do some things. I didn't this one right here. I did. Someone said something to me about this. Coinbase announced a multi-year
Partnership.
partnership 5 hours ago. NBA prepares to start a 2021 season, making the associated 75th anniversary. Looky there. Coinbase is still trying to make some moves. Wow.
And even right now, because the NBA does have it that you can take your legendary moments off of the platform right now. Soon will come the other moments. It's going to next probably after legendary be the rares and so forth common. And so a lot of the platforms or the exchanges are now setting up, especially because Coinbase announced it wants to start doing NFTs. Now, the NBA also announced right now the wallet is they're only allowing you to go is like the block co and maybe one other, but soon you should be able to take those also to your trust wallets, to your MetaMask wallet, or whatever wallet that you do want to choose to send that to. So Coinbase is trying to get in with as many companies that are, especially like if NBA, Dapper, and Flow. If they bring all 600 people there already that's building on it, it's kind of like a great deal for them. It may start with the NBA,
Look at this.
WNBA.
Remember we've been talking about these little umpires with they jackets, FTX. Crypto derivatives exchange FTX announces it has become the official sponsor of Major League Baseball in June. So people are still moving into the space. Okay, they're
Look,
still
its
moving.
name is it struck a deal to name the Miami Heat's home stadium the FTX Arena until 2040. They already paid to 2040. You got 19 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay, let the games begin.
they
Okay,
ain't
that's
going
good.
nowhere. And yeah,
Wow.
and like I said, even to the people that's intimidated, we do try to give you the ones like even if you want to start off with the VVs and the other platforms where you may not even realize you're buying crypto, but a lot of that real money too is in those wallets where you're talking about the trust wallet, you're talking about the decentralized exchanges. So you do want to start even if you got to get a MetaMask or a trust and just send the money between your own wallet to yourself to just get familiar with just sending it if you're scared with doing stuff. So we're also going to have some more stuff on that. But definitely being intimidated is one thing. But once you start doing it and you get comfortable, you'll really start moving along with it and trying to give it a go. And you'll really see how much money is to be made. And you'll be like, I wish I was doing this 6 months ago. you know.
Yeah, that part. And and I forgot to even bring it up. Massey and I did the Utah Jazz, the experience with the goggles, and we went to. You could go in for the Utah Jazz experience, and we were able to go in and talk to the owner. And some of the things when we were able to ask them questions, and it was kind of because someone asked about the NBA Top Shot, but his answer kind of made me think that they were doing some other things by themselves also. It's like they like NBA Top Shot, but then he made a comment about, hey, you know what? We get deals that come to us where people come to us like every day with ideas and things. So it was he thought NBA Top Shot was like something that was really good for for right now, but he also made
They
it
want the
seem
money for them. They
yeah.
want to keep all the money for themselves.
He made it seem
Yes,
that they are doing something themselves.
that's right.
So that is like now I'm wondering like, okay, how this is going to tie in NBA Top Shot now to the side of this, or are they still a part of this? How, but it's kind of going to be interesting to see how this
Mhm.
thing plays out because Coinbase is is going to be for the regular ordinary people who are trying to come into the crypto
Most
space.
people, if you're talking about mainstream, you
Yeah,
always go ahead at 1% that's probably crypto, and you at 99% still mainstream. So it's like
give me
that's
the
just the
face.
way it's gonna be. I mean, it's if
Mm,
we're trying to get mainstream adoption and they're coming in not learning the other side of even the crypto and the importance of decentralized, they're just
mm-hmm,
coming into the NFT space and be you know they're gonna be being normally having to pay. They have to pay, but they're not gonna be looking at it to that side of it of the ownership or of keeping it separate or not having anyone control your money or your taxes and everything else. So we all know you have to pay them, but they're
mm-hmm,
not even going to be looking at it how we would actually look at it. And it's going to be mostly, you're talking about probably 75% of people. They'll start like this, and then they'll find out about the other side instead of them starting in it how we would have started in it with the
mm-hmm.
crypto.
Because
So
what does it say? Coinbase will create unique content, innovations, activations, and experiences for basketball fans to learn about the crypto space. Interesting. Why they want people to learn? I thought it was. I thought this crypto thing was a scam.
yeah.
Why did all of a sudden everybody
It's
to learn?
always the money. They do it with everything. They don't want me to start cannabis and all. It was illegal. It was everything. Don't give nobody. Oh my goodness, I can't. They do that. And
It's
now when they
illegal.
start making money, it's a different
It's
story.
like, welcome
Oh
everybody.
yeah, welcome. You can make
We're
whatever you
glad to
need, whatever
have
you
you.
like. Yes. You need this, you need that. Yes.
Wow.
So
So that's an interesting
yeah,
article. Wow.
yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
crazy.
read this a little bit deeper now because it makes you think about a couple things of how things will adjust and how things might change.
And also let you know
Because
if you invested in some of these years and you're selling, you're still selling early. I mean, that's not to say you're still
Mhm,
making good profits, but this is the beginning of everything. So,
mhm,
and not to say that this isn't the best time for you to sell. So everybody has to know when they bought. Some
right.
people, like we bought in October, so most of our prices are okay. But you had some people coming in February, March, where the
Yeah.
peak was like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they still trying to recover and wait for that next move up while the
Yep.
market for us going up and down won't be affected to that degree.
Yeah.
So it's just when you did buy into it.
That's
So it's the
wow.
beginning. The game hasn't come out into the phones. Millions of people aren't using the phone like that. Aren't using the. And then they also have that ticket thing in place where you send the tickets and then you send the cards to them. So they're going to be capturing a lot of cards and taking those out of the market too. So it's a lot of stuff that is like behind the scenes that you may have to sell right now. Maybe a current flip for you, but if you can hold on, hold
Yeah.
on. Mhm.
Because I'm telling you that Utah Jazz thing was actually it was pretty cool. Again, like I said, you feel funny because you got to put these little pictures of you. It's a picture of you. You scan your face and all those things, and it's all virtual. We actually had the Oculus, so we were able to walk in. But like I said, just the making the atmosphere of what we were like being in it was their locker room. And
Mhm.
so they had all these jerseys hung up on the walls and different things. And so you could literally walk around. You could look out. They had another a visual where there's like there was water and rocks out there. You could walk around this little arena area and look. You could go into the stadium bleachers. So if you wanted to go up to the top of the stadiums, you could definitely go up to the top area of the stadiums. If you want to come down to the bottom, you could. If you wanted to pretend like there was no basketballs there. Somebody was like, "Well, we should have basketballs." I'm like, okay, we don't really like have no basketballs.
Yeah, right, right.
You could at least get by the hoop if you wanted to. And then we were they're supposed to be releasing a picture too of us next to the owner, in the virtual world. We actually took a picture with the owner during that time. So again, I said they do have some other utilities as far as what they were talking, because that was our biggest thing. And I think that since they were so new to the NFT space, it was like some crypto people that was really in there. We were like, what's your utilities? What are your expectations? What are you looking to do? And we're like, now we bought your NFT. Are you done with us, or are
Yeah,
we
what are you
entitled
going
to
to do
something else?
for us?
Yeah, what
What
else
are you going to do for
do
us?
we have an experience at your
Yeah.
location? What exactly are we
Yeah.
going to be doing now that
Mhm.
we're part of the Utah Jazz NFT? And like I said, for me, I bought it because it was like the first one that we'd
Mhm.
seen from an NBA team. And so, it's like, wow, it was interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing what other NBA teams are going to be doing, because they're going to be doing something.
Yeah,
I promise
experience.
you, the experiences. And so, because some people ask, well, are we going to get a chance to meet some of the other players and let them come in and talk to us? And they're like, well, that's all in the work. But again, you got to understand that NBA players are like, we're not coming in here to volunteer either.
Mhm.
Somebody need to pay me something. So, but again, the experiences and stuff in these virtual worlds are going to start making a lot of people money. So you imagine, having time when you can have people come ask your players just to talk with them and chat with them about a game, whether it's before the game, after the game, whatever. Those are things going to be valuable. But this article, you better be trying to read this doggone thing. This is going to be one of the ones you might want to do some research on.